so much closer to my check-in date for the international college program. I'm beyond excited, but I decided that I would upload a super duper informative video because I've seen so many questions regarding this specific topic, so I figured I would make this video, and with the help of CAP today to keep me on track, I am doing a pre-international college program checklist video. So for any of you who are in the Disney college program, this video might not specifically pertain to you just because most of this is going to have to do with border crossing or going through the airport. But if you want to continue watching just for organization purposes, feel free. I've got 10 things in this video to go over. It might be a little bit dull, but we'll try and keep this smooth rolling. The first thing I have on my list is to make sure you have all of your fees paid for. As it currently stands, after you accept your position with the Walt Disney World Resort, you have 7 days to pay your fees. So make sure you have that completed. The second thing I have on my checklist is to make sure you submit and make sure all of your docs are cleared on the docs.disney website. After you've done that, make sure you are checking the docs website regularly because sometimes things could get rejected and you might not get notified of this, and sometimes Disney might add things for you to submit. So you'll want to check this every single day up until your arrival to make sure everything is submitted. Just to clarify on the docs, you submit things like your passport, your emergency contact info, any previous work visas you've had if you worked for Disney before, your proof of student status form, stuff like that. The third thing I have on my list is your police clearance. So from 2015, from last year and this year, it's been consistently the same. So Michelle from Yummy Jobs has emailed us and has sent us information to get our police record check done. So you want to get a basic police check done and send it to Yummy Jobs email 40 days before your check-in day. Once you have your basic police check done, you'll send in a scanned copy of that along with a scanned copy of your passport and a scanned copy of either your driver's license or a proof of your address. The fourth thing on my checklist is to make sure you have all of your onboarding paperwork filled out on the new hire portal. This is actually new for me this year. I think they did this last year, but we sign up for something called the new hire portal and we do all of our paperwork online electronically. There's basically a bunch of paperwork that we fill out and sign electronically. So make sure you have all of that completed because you have to have that done before you arrive. The fifth thing on my list is to make sure you have your DS-2019 form, aka your J1 visa. This is your work visa, so this is like the most important thing of all of the items I've listed. You're going to receive an email from Disney that FedEx has sent out your visa, and you'll receive it within a couple days in the mail. And once you receive that, you'll want to open it up and sign in the appropriate areas, but nothing more than that. And once you've done that, you'll want to pay something called, not quite sure how to pronounce it, it's like SEVIS, S-E-V-I-S, something like that. It's a fee, it's around $35, and if you're not sure where to pay that fee, ask around with your friends who are in the program and I'm sure they'll be able to direct you to the website where you can pay that. The sixth thing on my checklist is to make sure you have purchased health insurance. Disney will actually send you an email when you pay your acceptance fees, and it will be to purchase health insurance through the company that they're associated with. Unfortunately, you can't use the health insurance company that you're under. It's due to liability reasons, and Disney just can't go under every single person's health insurance. So you'll have to purchase health insurance through the company they provide. There's no deadline with this, just make sure you have your health insurance purchased before you enter the United States. I usually wait up until the last minute, which probably isn't the best idea, especially if you run into any issues. But I mean, it's really personal preference with that, so whatever you feel comfortable with as long as it's done. The seventh thing on my checklist is to register for housing. I mean, you'll definitely want to do this, otherwise you won't have anywhere to live. So Disney is going to send you an email about 2 to 3 weeks before your arrival date to register for housing and link up with any potential roommates. Once you've done that, you'll be entering in your travel info and any other personal information you have. And sometimes, depending on the year of the program you're in, you can also sign up for courses through Disney University, which can be really awesome if you're interested. The 8th thing on my list is to print every single thing I've just mentioned, plus your offer letter. I know it's a waste of paper, I'm a tree hugger, so I know, but you need to print everything, because if you get asked at the border to provide more than just your visa, at least you're gonna have all of this plus your offer letter so that it's proof that you really are working for the company. And the 9th thing on my list also ties into this. Keep everything you have on hand and in a carry-on if you're traveling to an airport. Do not put it in your main suitcase. Keep it in your carry-on. My best suggestion for this is to buy a binder and keep it all organized in that, because nothing's gonna get ripped or torn, and you're gonna get tons of paperwork when you're actually at Disney. So you can just continue to add to that binder and keep everything organized in one. And finally, the 10th thing on my list, which I've actually included in my packing video, but I'll mention it again because it's kind of a pre-arrival thing. Have 2 weeks worth of US currency with you, because you will not be paid until 2 weeks after you arrive. So you're gonna need enough money to cover things like bedding, apartment supplies, groceries, and leisure. My suggestion is anywhere from 300 to 500 American dollars, because that's going to keep you comfortable. Anything less than that, you probably will be pushing it. But I will include a link to my packing video in the corner of this video as well if you're interested to know what you should bring with you to Florida, because that's also kind of going to be helpful. Hopefully that did help any of you international college programmers, because that stuff is definitely 100% mandatory to have on hand with you, and once you have all of those grounds covered, you will be safe. I promise. But thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.